magically appearing into our studio set is Reynold Alexander.
Yes, thank you for inviting me to your show.
Yes. I want to tell you, your last trick. Is that what you call them, tricks?
Prefer calling them illusions. I think tricks are for kids.
There's a cereal that used to use that slogan. But the last illusion, using a bird. What is it with birds and magicians that they...
Well, always being birds and I think bunnies, always being a characteristic or a cliche in magic. Right. I use them once in a while. People expect to have a live animal on the show, so I will not use a tiger. They're too risky. So I think a bird is enough, safe enough.
So what do? You have to, are there trained birds that you can purchase, or do you have to train them yourself?
I train them yourself. Yeah, it's very tedious to train.
How do you do that? How do you train a bird?
Well, first you put in the cage, and then when you take them out, you play with them. They have to be accustomed to you, to your hand, and you feed them by hand. And then when you throw them, if you throw them towards a light, they get used to turn around. They don't like light, so they turn around. They can tend to come back. So in the theater is dark, and you have one light in the front, so you throw the bird, and it will turn around, hopefully. Sometimes they fly away, so you have to train them little by little, but they learn.
Wow. I can't even get my parakeet to come over anywhere near me on the cage. But, you know, you're from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico,
now,
beautiful island.
Yeah, is it unusual that magicians come from Puerto Rico?
Well, we are a very, very small island. It's only 100 miles by 35. That's all we have. It's very, very small, and there are not a lot of magicians over there. Not a lot. There are a few. Most of them do comedy magic and birthday parties, and they're very good. They're not a lot, but they're very good. And I decided to take a different path and do some big shows, big illusions. It's not common in such a small island, not so many theaters. And I decided to bring my magic to Las Vegas, take it a shot, and it has been very, very interesting. It's a very peculiar town, and people. Well, you should know. I'm at the Clarion,
at the Clarion Hotel every night at 7 o'clock.
7 p.m. And it was amazing because at the beginning, when it was my first shows, I didn't know how the audience was going to react because my show has a Latin flavor, you know, and some Latin music, some. You have to see it. Some Latin personalities in the show. They're all the actors. So I didn't know how they're going to react. But it's very interesting that it's been great. The reaction has been great. And also it's been amazing that I thought at the beginning I was only going to get Spanish crowd. Oh, I'm going to get from Argentina, from Peru, or whatever. But I'm getting Spanish crowd plus American crowd. So I'm getting mixed people of my show.
Is there a difference in the audience when you're doing magic, or do the same tricks work equally as successfully with Americans as they do with
It's a very
Latinos?
good question, Ed. It's a very good question. Magic by itself is a universal language. Doesn't matter which language you speak, you can still follow it. Magic is visual. But yes, some people react better to some jokes or some magic, some illusions, then depends on the culture. For example, I did some shows in Spain, and I thought it was going to be similar to Puerto Rico. They speak Spanish, and they reacted completely different. The joke, what I thought was funny, was not funny for them, and the other way around. So you have to be careful with that. But here, I found out that it's pretty similar. So it's a melting pot. It's many cultures, and it's working fine. And I'm loving it.
Most magicians I speak to started out with that little basic magic kit or
the cards.
Deck of cards. You also?
Yes, my father is an amateur magician.
Oh.
He never did a show charging. He was only for between friends.
He used to do this thumb trick?
The thumb, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And he would put coins out of my ear and that kind of stuff. I was about 9 or 10 years old, and again, it was a hobby for him, but I took it seriously. I was the one who took it. You know, I got more information about magic. Then the first magician you get to know is about Houdini. I would read all Houdini's stories, get information about him, and then I'm learning other stuff. I started learning magic, and I'm here.
But learning a card trick is an art in dexterity.
Yes,
right?
it is.
It's a lot of work and hard work and exercise into your hands.
Yes, true.
Yeah, you got to be careful, carpal tunnel one day.
It's one of the most difficult branches is magic. We have the illusion side. It's a big theatrics in the show. But you also have the sleight of hand, where the hand is more deceptive than the eye, because it's not faster than the eyes. It's more deceptive than the eyes.
Can you illustrate one?
Sure. It's very important to point out that it's not a trick deck. I know there are a lot of magic shops in the area, trick decks. No, it's a real, which camera here, all cards different, not a trick deck or anything, all cards different, okay.
Looks quite normal.
Okay, and give it a shuffle. And I want you please put your finger on top of a card, just touch a card, just put your finger and just take it out. Look at it. If you don't like it, you can change it. Show it to the camera.
Okay, you look the other way.
I look I'm looking up. There's no monitor or toes on the top. Yeah.
To the camera. Okay.
You got it.
You got it.
Don't forget. Please put it back. Okay. Doesn't matter which card you chose. Doesn't matter where you put it. Doesn't matter if I shuffle or not. Really doesn't matter because I have this prototype of a machine I invented. This is a machine. I don't know if you see in the camera. You can close up. You see right through. You see my finger right through.
Yeah, it's kind of a mesh.
Yeah, it's a solar device. Yeah, but it's a prototype. It's all taped up. It's prototype. That machine has the ability of changing any card to any card.
Okay.
If I take any card at random, let's say the six of heart.
Okay.
You see the camera? Six of heart. Just a random. That's not your card, right?
No.
If I take a six of heart, I put it into the machine. To the machine right there. Okay. See? This camera, yeah.
Six of hearts, right?
Yeah, I want to be centered. Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Six of heart. Now it has the ability to take any card to any card. What was your card?
Queen of spades.
Queen of spades. Look at the monitors. Six. Queen of spades. Little by little. You shake it. Give me some more time. Shake it.
Oh my God, that's great. That is, all right, that is fantastic.
Yeah. There you go.
And the way it changes gradually is just amazing.
Yeah, it's the machine I invented.
I can certainly use that little machine in a poker game.
In a poker, I thought about it, yeah. Because
so you do a lot of sleight of hands and
I do a little bit of everything. Most magicians or most performers, they have a certain area.
Right.
Whether, for example, Harry Houdini was an escape artist. David Copperfield's an illusionist.
Right.
And we also have, like, Mac King is in town, a comedy magician. We have mentalism. There's different branches of magic. And close-up and sleight of hand. So I do a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything, so because I love the art so much, I try to develop skills in each area.
Do you have something else you can do here? We have about 2.5 minutes left.
How much?
About 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes, let me see. Do you have a $1 bill?
Yeah, I'm sure. Do some, yes.
Oh, you have one?
Yes.
Oh, a one. This is something I discovered here. I wanted to play the slots in the casino. And this particular slot, they did not give change. You have to put the quarters in. It was an old casino. So I discovered a way to change for quarters. Yeah, I wish I could
change machine. They have them in the casinos.
But this one didn't have it. It was an old one. They didn't have it. It was out of order or something. So I thought that I wish I could turn it into 100, but that's not going to happen tonight.
You go down instead of going up in value.
To four quarters. Look, and this camera here. Hands empty here. Hands empty. No sleeve. Sometimes it doesn't work, but I'll give him a best shot sometimes. Okay.
Folding the bill.
Yeah, and very important to point out that the bill does never lose your sight. It's always there.
The bill is there.
Yeah. And then, and it should change to 4 quarters. Oh.
Didn't work?
No, no. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
We're on television here, Reynold.
Yeah, 4 quarters. Yeah.
4-quarter bill.
Yeah, you can check it out. It's not taped or anything.
And by the way, this is not the same bill I gave you, so I don't know how you. How you change that?
I have to restore it, otherwise it will be a federal offense. I have to put it back again. I have to restore it.
What's your favorite? We saw a little bit of the B-roll.
Oh, you leave it like that? Okay, leave it like that. What?
We saw a little bit of the footage from the Clarion. We got about a minute left. What's your favorite trick to do on stage?
Well, I prefer to do illusions where the audience is involved. There's a part of the show where somebody from the audience becomes the magician. And I love that part because every night's different. It depends how they react. Right. And then I cut them in half. Somebody from the audience, I cut them in half. It's not arranged, it's not a plant, genuine from the audience. Right. And I love it because the reaction is different and the reaction from the audience is amazing. So that's my favorite part of the show. So every night at the Clarion till July 20th, my website is ReynoldAlexander.com. You can see videos and more information for ticket information, and hope to see you there. Latin magic.
That's everybody wants to be a magician. Somewhere deep down inside, we all want to be able to do the tricks. It's 7 o'clock every night at the Clarion. What street is that on?
Convention Drive.
Convention Drive.
Yes,
right
1 block from the Riviera.
Right. Okay. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Reynold Alexander. And be looking forward to seeing you.
Of course.
Perform.
I want to see you at the show.
Can you make yourself disappear?
Yeah, we'll disappear soon.
Here, watch this. I'll make him disappear.
Yeah. Boo.
Yeah, that's why I'm here and he's there. See you next week. Accidents don't discriminate. They can happen anywhere to anybody. It really comes down to results.
Enough said. Call Ed.
I'm Ed Bernstein, and I've been getting those results for nearly 40 years.
EdBernstein.com.